In this video, we will see how to use MBX1 to simulate an MMS server, including the Goose publishing service capability from IEDScout. Before we start the practical part, let's understand the different access points that are available in the front and rear side of the MBX1. At the rear side, we have two different control ports. Depending on the number of users, these two different control ports need to be occupied. Let's see three different use cases. The use case 1, if a single user wanted to occupy the device for client server and Goose application testing, the user can able to install IEDScout or StationsCode in a testing PC, and he can able to establish the connection to one of the control port. And the use case 2, the device is capable of handling more than one software license. So in that case, we can able to have IEDScout and StationsCode on the same hardware. So the user 1 need to install the IEDScout install PC on a testing PC, and he can able to establish the connection to the control port 1, and the user 2 can able to install StationsCode, and he can able to establish the connection to control port 2. And both users can able to parallelly use the client server and Goose application testing as long as they connected to the same station port subnet and IP. And the use case 3, the user 1 can able to install StationsCode, and he can able to connect to the control port 1 on one of the testing PC. And the user 2 can able to install StationsCode on another testing PC, and he can able to connect to the control port 2. And we can able to use parallelly as long as we connected to the same station bus IP address and subnet. At the front side of the MBX1, we have four different access points that need to be connected to the station bus or the process bus in a real substation, or in a test environment. We need to connect to the right devices depending on the application requirement that we are going to use different application testing. For example, if you want to use MBX1 to simulate an IED as a MMS server, in that case we need to connect the station ports to the network where we have the MMS clients like SCADA, HMI, RTUs, gateways to enable the reports or pull the values from the simulated test set. Or if you have the subscribers, the Goose subscribers at the bay level or the process level, like the protection or bay control units. So based on the requirements, we need to connect the station ports to the different network environment. And the other use cases, if we want to use IEDScout and StationsCode as a client application, then we need to connect the station ports to the MMS servers and the Goose publishers